Hello guys, Spade Assassin here, and I'll be showing you today how to make a lock and key in Minecraft. So what you want to go do is grab your map. I will explain this in a later part of the video. Toss the map in your hopper. That will open up a door for you. Close up the door and you get your map back. So let's crack on with the tutorial. Hello guys, and welcome to the tutorial portion of our machine here. Now this is a re-record again because I recorded in the wrong resolution, so yeah, that's not gonna be nice on YouTube. So most of the things you need are in my hotbar. I had a nice little chest arranged and stuff, but I can't do it again. So, once again, the main part that you need to have is your walkway. So set up a walkway right along here. You can stick your iron door wherever you want it to be. Then, one block away from the end of the iron door, you want to set up your hoppers. Now, leave this one running into the block, so just leave it. And then I'll just build up a little bit here, and we'll need a couple of hoppers. So this bottom one is facing that direction, and then that will go on to our dropper vader. So this is the basis for our sorting system. This is what you want to do. Put a comparator here, get 2 blocks, put 2 pieces of redstone like this, and a redstone repeater, put a block here and a redstone torch. This is your sorting system completed. Now this would be a good time to mention the map portion of this. You want to stand in a specific block and make a map. Just a regular map. You'd have an empty map, generate a brand new map, and after that you can grab an empty map, another empty map, place it in the crafting bench with an already made map, and that will make a copy of the map. So that way, even if other people stood exactly on this block, they would not be able to replicate the map that you have because they wouldn't stack together. So, at this point, what you want to do is in this hopper in the middle, you would want to put in 18 in the first slot, 18 of your maps, and then in these 4 slots 4 more, and 1 in the bottom. So I do understand it's quite a lot of resources to make all the maps and stuff, but that's what you gotta do, so do that. Okay, so once you've created this, the next part would be creating the mechanism that will open up our door. So you want to put a redstone torch on the side of this contraption, put a block up here, and then another torch on the back of this block. Now, this is perfect because these 2 torches do not interfere in any way with each other. Now what you want to do is go out like 2 blocks like so, place a redstone place a repeater. There was a piece of redstone there and that doesn't work, so you gotta place a repeater there. Next thing would be to place a dropper on the edge of this repeater, then another dropper facing upwards, then a dropper facing downwards right here, and a hopper going into the top dropper. This is going to be your T flip-flop, which is essentially going to turn on the pulse that we get from here into a like a little lever. So it will turn this pulse into a lever. Okay, the next thing you want to do is put your hoppers and your dropper elevators. So you want to just put a few blocks like so, and then we want a line of 4. We want a line of exactly 4 hoppers. So 1, 2, 3, 4. If it's 3, it interferes with the rest of the wiring. So at this point, you've got your hoppers in place. You're gonna want to make the thing that opens up your door. Just come back down here, put a redstone, put a comparator right here, and make that lead into a wire, and then that lead into a block. Put a redstone torch on top of a block, and do a little torch tower, like so. Then you want to place 2 blocks, 1 block, but like this, going under the torch and into the block that the door is attached to. Okay, so next at the end of your hopper line, place a dropper facing upwards, place another dropper facing upwards, and then a dropper facing towards you so you can retrieve your map. The next thing would be to create the actual dropper elevator. So what you want to do is put a block like this, put a comparator facing out of the bottom dropper, phase that into a block, put a redstone torch on the side of that, along with two hoppers like this. You want to toss a you want to toss any block into this hopper timer. Then you want to get a block like this with a comparator on the back of it. You want to place a redstone torch on the side of this block that you've placed leading out of the comparator. And you want to put redstone dust leading into the block below the bottom dropper. The next step would be to place a redstone torch on top of this, on the back of this block, and make a little torch tower again with a repeater going into the top one. And believe it or not, this should be your circuit already completed. The way to test it is grab another map, toss it in. This should have opened up our... oh, I forgot to put in a block in here. This should now open up our door. There we go. Go through, we can get our map back, and one more thing we need to add to this is the way to close up the door. So what you want to do is put a comparator on top of this hopper with a block above it, a piece of redstone there, put a torch on it, because you could put the torch here, but then it will block this hopper, and that's not good. So place a torch here, place blocks sort of diagonal of the torch, put a piece of redstone on top of it, put a torch on the back of that, so that will be a double inverter in sorts. And then you're going to go actually through this block and send a pulse back to the dropper. So you want to put a redstone comparator there and pull up a couple of blocks here. You do not need this block, and put a piece of redstone. And now this is a self-resetting circuit as well. So just put it in the top dropper again, and now when I toss in the map, it opens up the door, you receive your map, and it closes up the door behind you. So that was a tutorial on a simple lock and key in vanilla Minecraft that nobody else can access unless they have the map. As I said before, use this on protection servers, because if you're not on protection servers, this is kind of pointless because they can just break the door. Or in adventure maps where people need to obtain a key to unlock the door. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed that. Subscribe to my channel for more awesome tutorials much like this one, and I'll see you in the next video, and goodbye.